2022. What made 2022 great? Well, you did, as well as a lot of other things in the TCG community. Stay tuned and find out what we're thankful for. All that and more on today's episode on Geeks First. "2022 was one of those years that struck a lot of people as odd, and it also affected everyone in different ways. Myself, well, I won't give you my whole story, but there was a lot of trials and tribulations that I personally went through in 2022. And all that said, I'm glad that I am where I am. What's awesome about that is that the things that I enjoy to do and love, all of these items, well, they make me myself. And 2023 is a brand new year, which allows me to reinvent the wheel and provide even more interesting content, as well as do other things that might, well, be something that is out of my comfort zone. 2022 was a great year for Flesh and Blood. It started off strong. Well, sort of, and I will get back to that in just a bit. Some people didn't think that the first set that we'll discuss here was a hit. I, however, think that Everfest, released on February 4th, 2022, came out of the gate strong and was able to mix up many formats and brought us the most infamous in-and-out hero, Starvo. So fast that he yeeted himself into living legend status in less than 1 year. I enjoyed the theme, and the slot dubbed the Carnival slot gave me joy every time I opened one, seeing fun items, and it was a really interesting hint at some of the things to come later. Little did we know that this was going to be the last set in Flesh and Blood 1.0, which to me makes this a bittersweet mix of unique add-on cards for all classes up to that point in time. Shortly after, LSS released History Pack Volume 1 on May 6, 2022. With this, an MSRP price increase was up to $139.99. This was the first box that reprints actually happened in Flesh and Blood's history. Literally, no pun intended. Each pack was unique. It had 10 cards, and now the set was unique in having 36 packs versus the standard 24. Now, it was non-draftable, but it allowed players to source key cards they needed from out-of-print sets from the first 3 blocks of Flesh and Blood sets Welcome to Wraith, Arcane Rising, and Crucible of War. HP1 also has been known for what's dubbed the Flesh and Blood's first ever release Black Label in Special Edition. This was an exclusive printing only available to languages outside of English, such as Spanish, German, French, and Italian. These boxes all had cards in black border versus the white border that was available in English. These cards as well also had chances of getting the Heart, the Eye, and the Shard from the first 3 sets, as well as main heroes and glorious, full-art, double-sided Starvo treatments. Next up was also a first for Flesh and Blood. None other than something I hope to see more of going forward. That is, enter the classic battles, Rhinar vs. Dorin. We have a long-form review of this on our channel, but the short version is, while it's not perfect out of the gate, this product was a slam dunk. As far as the way to get new players in the game and just play with friends on 2 even-keeled decks, these were a blast to play every time and time again. With release date of May 27, 2022 and an MSRP of $49.99, it, well, since kind of has been easily accessible for most players to get at their local game store, and actually can be found for less than MSRP on most places. Next up was Uprising, and my oh my. Into Flesh and Blood 2.0! Boy, this was a test for some people, as many folks were very uneasy at the thought of transitioning from one model of First Edition Unlimited to an all-in-one print set. Uprising came out on June 24th, 2022 with an MSRP of $99.99. That's US dollars, by the way. Right out of the gate, to me, it was a booming success. This landmark set introduced brand new rarity level to Flesh and Blood, and that was here to stay. That rarity level was called Marvel. Marvels are beautiful, alternate art versions of normal cards that serious players or collectors can aim to get and bling out their decks or bring it to display on a shelf. In conjunction with these releases, 2 Blitz decks were available for the 3 heroes that came out in Uprising. Fi the Ninja and Dromai, the Dragon Illusionist, Sloops Boo. Yeah, check out his video on how he blinged out his Dragon Mommy. Link over there. These Blitz decks have an MSRP of $11.99 USD and have 40 cards plus a hero, weapon, and equipment cards in each deck. I have a lot to say about Uprising, and I feel that this was such an amazing set. Indeed, it was a fantastic way to usher in a brand new era of Flesh and Blood 2.0. and it shows both collectors and fans that LSS is serious and here to stay. Last but certainly not least this year was Dynasty, with a release from November 11th, 2022. Also, with an MSRP increase to $109.99, a slight uptick from the prior $100, but honestly, that's not bad given all the insane cards that are in this set and an entire new class, the Assassin class. Dynasty was the first supplemental set in Flesh and Blood 2.0, and the overall level of card uniqueness and mechanics that were introduced, as well as an entire new class, makes it a highlight for the 2022 year. It has also the distinct honor of housing the first ever dual-class hero, the Emperor himself. While Dynasty is not draftable, it represents a leap forward in what you can expect from supplemental sets, as well as the releases. The fact that an entire class was able to be added to a supplemental set was, well, all but exciting and just blew my mind. That wraps up the releases for 2022, but we already know what's in store for next year, with the first set already revealed and most likely going to be one of my absolute most insane releases that I've looked forward to since Arcane Rising. Outsiders pre-release is March 17th to 20th, 2023, and you'll bet that this will be an event that I will be having an absolute blast at. Changing gears, 2022 had many more moments that were amazing, from Pro Tours, Callings, and the First Worlds. 2023 has a high bar set with all the excitement that's occurred in 2022. I look forward to 2023 with excitement as LSS has slated some super exciting things coming up. I don't quite know what all those things are that are in store for us, but from partnerships with the Professor, as well as new product announcements and possibly PvE, 2023 is looking like a stacked year for Flesh and Blood. I'm going to be super excited to see how LSS tackles PvE. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Stay tuned as we start to make more content, and specifically one video coming out soon for new players as we focus on what you might want to purchase as you first enter this game. Have a happy and safe new year, and I will see you in 2023. Cheers, my friend. On the way back, on the way back. Gonna redo, gonna reread everything twice. Gonna redo, cause I suck at reading from the screen, yeah! Man, I really gotta figure this out, because what time is it? It's 2 o'clock, which means we gotta leave at 6, so I have like an hour and a half to edit, shoot, write, repeat, and go. God, this shit is hard, even with the teleprompter. First time using this shit, folks. Learn as we go. Look, I'm not sure if this is clear, but this was outside of my realm of comfort zone for this. So this is the first. I really like the setup, but the setup took like 4 hours to get right. And between the technical with the audio and the lighting, and the script, the teleprompter, wow, that was a lesson. Even for somebody who thought they knew what they were doing, I'm not that good. Anyways, see you later.